talk about AWS backup first, right? So what is AWS backup and how this can help you? Right, this is the same plane from we navigated, right? The AWS backup centrally manages and automates backup across the AWS services, right? So you can take backup, right, and restore whenever needed, right? What all supported services you have for backup? These are the EBS, EC2, RDS, DynamoDB, EFS, and storage gateway, right? You have some couple of documentation guide here, right, which you can refer to get started with, right? So how it works first, right? You have to create backup plan first, right? That defines your backup requirement, including backup schedule, backup retention rules, and life cycle, right? So three modes we have to follow for the backup. First, backup plans. That means what is the backup requirement, what you are including in backup, what is the backup schedule, or what will be the retention policy. Retention policy means for how long you would keep that backup, right? Retention means if I say retention policy for a 30 days, तो 30 दिन आपका बैकअप रखेगा, उसके बाद उड़ा देगा, right? If I say retention policy for 3 days, 3 days के बाद remove कर देगा. In the same way, when I talk about the life cycle rule means when I apply the life cycle rules, it basically moves your backup from one storage to other storage, so that it becomes bit cheaper, right? If you see the next section which says the assign, right, it says assign your AWS resources to backup plans using the resource tag or AWS resource ID. Resource assigned to backup plans are then backed up automatically according to the schedule. Means how you backup, that means you have to assign your resources, whatever the resource you want to monitor, either add it to plan using the tag IDs or the resource IDs, right? Then the third one is manage, right? Use AWS backup to currently manage backup configuration, monitor backup activities across AWS services, or restore an AWS resource from the backup, right? So this is how the manage section will help you. So let's go ahead and create one plan here, right? So the plan says start from existing plan, build a new plan, define a plan using the JSON, right? If you want to use the JSON, you can use the JSON also here. So if you want to go with the existing plan, that means create a new backup plan based on the existing backup plan, including plan created by the AWS. So this is the plan which has been created by itself, but you can use it. Build a new plan. Also you can go ahead and create new plan. You can give the name of this plan here, right? You can add the rule name, when the backup should be done, right? Whether this is customizable backup, Windows, lifecycle management, you can do everything from here, right? So let's go with the existing first, right? Start from an existing plan first. So if you scroll it down and you go to choose plan here you can see daily 35-day retention, day month 1 year retention, daily weekly monthly 5-year retention, and daily weekly 7-year retention. That's pretty long, right? If you go with these policies. So click on this and keep the backup name. Let's say I wanna give it AWS so I'm gonna call it AWS resource backup. Okay, sounds good. Now scroll it down, right? Backup rules. Do you want daily backup? Add backup rules. So let's go ahead and click on add backup rules. All right, let's say I will call it daily backup. it should not, it doesn't take space basically here, right? When we want to backup, especially every 12 hours, daily, weekly, monthly, custom cron schedule, right? So totally up to you how you want to do it. Let's say if you want in cron schedule, you can put it the cron here. Let's say I want to say it star, do it in the 5 minute. It will be very like quick. 1 2 3 4 5 hour month. Let me go to cron info first. Invalid cron, right? So it should be fine now. So the info is not available at this moment. Let me take it, roll back. So what this expression is saying here, question mark. Okay, let's take the default first. I would say I would take it daily, let's say, right? Use backup windows default recommended. If you want to customize the backup window, you can put it here the time when you would like to take it, right? Backup time starts whenever you say, let's say I gonna call it 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. I think that's midnight it's going. So let's say 5 at this moment. Let's say I'm gonna call it like, let's say, or let's go with the default at this moment. Otherwise, if you want to change it, so you can choose it here, right? When you want to like start this time in the UTC, it's a UTC time by default. Also make sure that, right? Start within hours, complete within this hours. Life cycle transition to cold storage. I said if you want to move it to the cheap storage after creation of days or some months, some weeks, you can do it. So it will move your data to some cold storage, right? And that's fine. Let's go ahead and use the backup window default at this moment, right? Lifecycle policies, days after creation. Let's say you say 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, it should move to the cold storage, which is cheap. You say expire, never expire, day after, after how much time it should be expired or deleted. Let's say day after creation, week after creation, you say, right? You'll have to put the specific day here. So let's say we say never expire at this moment. Backup vault, it would be default, or you want to create one default backup vault. So let's say I will call it one backup vault. I will not use an encryption key, right? I will name it here. I will give it one tag, right? And create this now. Copy to originals, optional, right? Automatically creates a copy of backup as a part of backup plan across the multiple region. If you want in the multiple region, you can do it. Otherwise, it's optional. Or you can give the destination also where you want to keep it. So let's remove this. I don't want to replicate this, and go ahead and add the backup rule now, right? Once you have added the backup rules, it will ask you to create one plan. So click on create plan. Right. The next task for us is assign resources. Right. Click on assign resources. What resource name you want to give? I would call it EC2. We will not use any IAM rule at this moment. I will go with the default, right? and if you want to give any tag, that's fine, and leave it for now. Does it gives me some other option? Let's go a bit. Click on add assignment once. Okay, not by the tag. I'll give the resource ID here. Let's say click on ECT2 and get your resource ID here, right, and assign this resource. So now just click it here. Right now you can see this has been added to plan now, right? This has been added to your backup plan now. So let's go back to the dashboard once and see something. So at this moment you see backup jobs in last 24 hours, nothing, right? Restore job in last 24 hours, nothing. Cron job in last 24 hours, nothing, right? Nothing has been done at this moment. So the next thing is manage backup plans, create on-demand backups. We should have used this one also. So let's go to vault once and see this vault. Right, and we have no backup at this moment inside it. And if you go to backup plan, so you will see the plan is here, right, but still this is not being backed up, right? We have not protected any resources as well, right? So what I will do now is, so it will take some time, right? So what we have scheduled is that is going to take some time. So for now I'm going to do create an on-demand backup at this moment, so it becomes quick. So click on create on-demand backup. Let's say I will call for EC2 resource ID. I can give this, I can say create backup now, or I gonna use the vault backup vault now. You can choose the policies also, so I'm not choosing policy because I'll delete it quickly, right? So I'll use the default role, so create on-demand backup. So now it started doing the on-demand backup now, so which can take some time. So you can also check the status of your backup, right? What is going on here with these option, if this is aborted, if this is completed, and what is the status of your backup at this moment, right? So at this moment it's running, so you can see in the running status. Once this has been created, and if you want to restore it anyway, you'll get the option here to restore. You'll see your restore points and would be able to restore here. You can choose the time range here, from which specific time you want to choose, what is the status of those, and just go ahead and restore it. So that will take some time, we can wait for this. So I think this is going to take some more time because I have just started the backup of complete machine. So at this moment let's try one more thing. Let's quickly have one, you can say volume here, right? So we will take the backup for EBS volume itself. I'm taking general purpose, or let's take the general IOPS, and why should I, let's take off 10 GB, which is enough, and see where my instance is. I can create it any reason, just checking where my instance is, so that if I need to mount it, that I can mount it and test my data. So it's US East 1B, US East 1B. So I can name it app to create this now. So what I will do is I will quickly attach this volume with my EC2 instance again. Attach this volume, add it here, that's fine. I have taken the older file system, so that's fine anyway. Okay, that's fine. So my file system is ready now. Let's go to backup console again. So go to on-demand backup. Right, I'm not scheduling it to resource now. So go to your EFS, select here your go to EFS and it's EBS. Right, so you can select your file system here. Right, I would say create backup now. I would say never expire, and let's go with the everything default at this moment and create on-demand backup. So hopefully this takes less time. So now you can see, one task has been completed here. Right, now if you go to vault, right, see your backup vault, you can see one recovery point is there now. Right, so this is your recovery point which has been created for you. Move to call data, no, and expiry date is still no. Right, so this recovery point is ready for you. If you click here also, it will give you the complete detail of that. Right, this is you can copy it, you can restore from it, right, and everything, the complete detail you can get it from here. If you click on here copy, right, you can copy it to some other region. If you want to take the same backup to some other region where you would like to create the instance, if you want to restore from this itself, click on this. So it will ask you to what everything you need to select and restore it. Right, this is the one option you directly get from this vault itself, which I'm trying to explain it. Right, so let me quickly go back again. Let me go to vault. Right, so this is one option which you directly go to vault. Right, you select the vault, you select the what backup you need to restore, click on this backup, either copy it, either restore it. Right, so you can directly restore from here. The same way you can go to a restore backup tab. Right, you will see here all the restore points available. Click here. Right, so verify it which date you would like to select for a backup. Select here and click on restore, right? So I'll quickly go ahead and let's say, anyhow my machine is gone, right? So I will remove this machine here. So I'm terminating this one at this moment, right? So up to you, how, from where you want to restore it, from Vault or from which dashboard, right? There is a restore point, you can go there, you can go to Vault, you can do it from here, right? So options are available for you. So I want to go here, click my restore point, select my restore point, and I'll ask it to restore. You'll get the same prompt. Instance type, what you would like to take. Same I would like to take. Same I will go with the same VPC. I don't have any preferences for subnet. Create anywhere. I'll go with this default security group 2. Right? And instance IAM role, restore from the original IAM role. If proceed with no IAM role. If so, let's go ahead, let it be like restore from the original IAM role, whatever the IAM role was set, right? Restore role, default role, or choose IAM role. I will call it default role because we have not created role, even I have not told you how to make the roles. So go ahead and click on restore, right? So now the restore is in progress here. So again, this is going to take some more time, right? This may take several hours. For a status update and the view of the resources, go to the service console, right? You can go here in the dashboard console. Now if you come to the restore job in the last 24 hours, you can see one is in progress, right? You can go to this restore job detail, you will see your the status is in running, and this was the creation time, right, which is in progress. So again, this will take some more time to be restored. So now you can see the instance restore is in progress, right?
Hello?
So it has
Hello?
started creating instance for you. So but still
Hello?
backup has not been completed, which is restore still is in progress, right? So let's go there and see.
Hello? Hello?
एक मिनट लबीना,
Hello?
I heard you.
Oh,
Sorry, थोड़ी वॉइस ब्रेक हो रही है आपकी. So you can see still this is in progress, right, which is going on, right? So let's quickly verify it. So I'm just accessing this machine, right? I have already accessed it, and you can see I had already installed Apache in my that backup machine, and I had one index.html page which is also restored here in this machine with from that backup. But still the process is the restore it shows still in the progress, but most of the thing I see has been backed up. So some of the policies and things would be going on there. Still is in progress, but anyhow our instance has been recovered. Right, now you can see a restore has been successfully completed. If you go here and see the job, it says the restore completed successfully, right? Now we go here in your machine, right, verify for the things, and I did nothing, and my services should be up and running, right? We had already installed the web server in this, so let's go ahead and verify this. It should be working also, right? So this is how we can take complete backup of your VM, restore it. We can take the backup of your you can say EFS is EBS and your databases.